Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 75 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check three. Low.
The give is to Jones. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
You're mine.
Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the shift. Deuce right, Chief. Deuce right, Chief.
Carr gives to Richard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
I can't believe they even let you play.
59.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 15 yards on the play, first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To pass, Flacco. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
I got you. Mike, check. You remember me?
From the gun, Flacco. Got a man, he finds Sanders. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Flacco from the gun. This is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Flacco. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 34. And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Well, week 1 finally wrapping up here tonight, but more football coming your way Thursday night. It'll be the Buccaneers and Panthers in an early season NFC South battle in Charlotte. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Man open left side is Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 68 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
3 wide, 3 wide. 3 high.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And the Raiders have got him. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Regular.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
To rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's caught. Nelson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Now, 180.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wait. Behind that. Renee.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey. Monday. Hey. Monday.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to float this one deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Jackson, 79 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 43.
Right, Monday.
Check 3. Bang, 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 bang.
Express. That's it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're mine.
Now Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
There. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go.
Now, 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, 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 hey. Purdue.
Six guys. Check six guys.
280.
On 2nd down now, Richard. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
29.
Smooth. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 13. Check 13.
93.
5-2 is the mic.
Hey, 734.
I don't think you.
Hey, Alpha.
Rush in.
From the gun, Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch twist.
They go with Jacobs. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day, defense. All day. All day. 56, Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Finds his rookie first rounder. It's Noah Fant. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
With it is Brown. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Low.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Again, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Carr. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
At their own 39-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so...
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. You don't want none, baby, you don't want none. Hey.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
52. Hey, red. Swing.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Flacco. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Check three.
Hey, high 7.
Express.
Operating from the gun, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few.
Oh, that's a nice. That shirt goes well. That shirt goes real good. Yeah, nice.
You click on it, and then you buy it in game, and then it's yours forever. Or if you just want a shirt, you just get a shirt. Pretty cute.
Look at all these skin ideas.
I love the gold on the dark purple.
To him in another carry.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
53 is the mic.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Rehad. Ready.
56. All day, every day, any day.
Monday.
Crunch, crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Jacobs now. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Wait.
Check 56.
Don't say nothing.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Let's get in there. Yellow.
56, Mike, 56.
Flacco looks to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58 to Mike. So we got man. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here we go. Chickadee hot, set, wait.
On first down, it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Rewind.
58, boy. 58 to Mike. You got nothing.
Pressure mounting, Flacco. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6 at the Raiders' 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
You gonna see me and you love me one day.
56, Mike, 56. Stop your whining.
Boy.
56 is the Mike. Come on, D. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Well, while we're waiting here, pick is up.
And this is good. It was running out of gas
good.
there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Denver goes up 27-24. Welcome to the show, season 30 here, Dev Nation Live. I'm your host, Dr. Iceman, in the booth, and I'm balling up next. We got two solid users here going at it. Week 1, obviously, here Madden 20, just kicking off. Our online CFM is pronto here. We are not waiting. We have kicked off, let's say, our season 30, and it is 27-24 Oakland. Down by 3, they got 2 timeouts, so a lot of time. I got nothing on this game. I don't know anything about it. I barely played. We'll see if Oakland can come to the score, get a field goal here. No ice. Omar boots the long field goal. I didn't think he was going to be able to kick it there, but he does. And Oakland here going to start on the ground. Small little gain, and we'll see if they have anything in their bag of tricks to get a lot of yards in a short amount of time. I would probably get sacked and fuck this up. Maybe throw a pick. We'll see if Bugs has any money plays in the bank. Welcome to the show with Twitches. We got our Twitch up here. We got chat. It's pretty lively. Got a bunch of people in. This is good. I like it. Oakland out of the gun here. Play action, which you should be sacked. But Denver's sitting back in coverage, and they're going to just chuck a bomb here in about triple, quadruple coverage. And no one's going to come up with it. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 here. Too many dudes there. 12 seconds on the clock literally left in the game. Oakland is going to need a massive play here. They're going to need to get out of bounds or get a timeout. So I don't know. This is not looking good for our the home team here, week 1.
This will be 3rd and 6.
Got 3 wide receivers set to the left. Halfback in the backfield out of the gun. Carr gonna make some adjustments here. 15 on the play clock. He's got time in there.
Raiders gonna go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Oakland only needs 3, so they only need whatever. They don't need a touchdown here. They just they need like a 50 or 40-yard play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Maybe 30. I don't know what the math is here. Such a good game. Painful ending. The Red 23X. We're up next.
Back to throw.
You want to talk? He's going to throw off his back foot here, and this is going to be intercepted by the Broncos. He might as well just go down here before he fumbles and gives up a 6. And that's it.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Good starting field position for him as they come.
Hey, they're going to kneel, and we're going to hop right over here to our game.
The win for the Broncos.
You got, what is it? Bills, Jets here coming up. So
this one will wind up a Denver victory.
We're hopping right over here.
I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say
Wish I even knew what
not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play.
I don't even know what playbooks I'm using here. We're just gonna rock the same thing as last year and hope to God it's something familiar.
So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.
Great game there, man. Week 1, you could see a lot of weird things happening, but they say those guys were fucking close. Okay. Now we're over here on my feed. I'm balling out. I barely played this game. I have not played a game yet, so this is my first game. We'll see what's up. Again, you got the Jets versus
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
Going to try to basically not shoot myself in the dick here the entire game.
Set. We got three.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And it's caught by Herndon. A good pickup
The
there,
ball
26
just seems like it takes
yards.
forever for anything to happen in this game.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now.
Did a little
Getting into the
practice, and
groove of the
Darnold, he
regular
just feels
season, that's a
totally
great
wildly
way to get
inaccurate.
started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, check my feet.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, twisting away. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get, there's a message in chat. Le'Veon Bell does
Line of
feel pretty
scrimmage, the
awesome.
31 as they
not a big
line
runner
up
of the
2nd
football,
and
so
10.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to honestly take advantage of him, but I'm going to try to use him a little
From the
bit.
shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
I got you. Mike 49.
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
Oh, this is a sack. It's about the only thing I can't do there.
Down.
And I have
Lorenzo Alexander gets in there to drop him for a
running
loss
back
of
there. I said Brothers
13
not over there to
yards,
make
and
that
it's
play.
also
And
4th down now.
just a
On
terrible
4th down,
fucking
here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it.
play by me. Awful.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
At their own 10-yard line.
And a 4-3. This is not good for me here. I'm not.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary.
Son of a bitch,
Strong
man.
running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
I can't change him.
The ball comes out.
Pick the ball up, you bum.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
53, Mike 53.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check Mike 46.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Having a hard time calling plays
All right,
here.
Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, Brady. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check. Regular.
Allen hands off to McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Third and 7 here, God help me.
Check. Watch 54. 65.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a return across midfield and a 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
We're getting down to the play clock
now
here.
They face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
About right,
the ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Darnold completes it, evades him at the 20, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Nobody plays Madden like I do.
We've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, that's about par for the course for anything
similar to almost running a stretch play,
thing.
didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Le'Veon Bell, obviously a superstar, probably the main focal point of my offense. And he just tore his shoulder, so he's out. I rarely play this game without
this Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. On 4th down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Catanzaro's kick is good.
Yeah, Bell's in the block
and the
too,
Jets
so
hit the board first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Singletary on the toss play.
Hey, look at that.
He may have given those 6
Back
yards
there,
right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
New York set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From his own goal line, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I normally like to throw the rock, but I'm really hesitant to throw the ball here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Darnold. Anunua's got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent game, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. first down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. That's caught left side by Bellamy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far.
Why is
this will be 3rd and 5. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage.
It just,
we'll keep
I
you
lined up
abreast
and
of
it
how
ran the
that one
clock
shakes
off, and
out.
I didn't call no huddle. I don't get it. I don't know. Apparently, if you line up, it runs 8 seconds off the clock. I'm not really quite sure.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Allen off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No pressure there at all.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Look at that.
And
what is my safety doing? Superstar has no idea where the ball is.
But it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Holy fuck, man.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Taking a sack. You gotta,
and that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
I don't know. 8-second runoff on the clock. Guess I'll have to
Mike, we're gonna sign.
figure that shit out.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Ready? Check.
So scared about the clock.
Move.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill. Ready? Reset. No, 80. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Tighten up.
Here's Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon.
There's Rev.
15 yards on the play. First down.
1 minute.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
50, Mike's 50. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
That's not good.
Red 80.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
I had A open there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Punts sound nice, at least.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Another carry
Avery
for
Williamson
5.
there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run. Slam.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be
I'm trying to get over there to make that
Trying to
adjustment.
get their
I
tight
can't
end
on my
involved
defense.
finally.
So
That's
it's a
the
good
first
call,
time that they've
catching me
looked
off
his way.
guard.
He's kind of been a forgotten man in
Wanted
this
to my
offensive
safety
scheme.
up to
Yeah, it
take
didn't look
that
his way at
away
all in the
from
first half, and I'll bet you
Take a
the
look
offense
at the
coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Watch out for the fake here.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Pretty punt.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive.
Oh, there's a
And
face
they'll get
mask.
8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's got room. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
12 points.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Bravo.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
No idea how to jump.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he loses the football the second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 26-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
I don't even know how to make defensive adjustments here. I'm pressing these buttons and shit.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw, and he finds Tyler Kroft.
Right over my head.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Allen now on 1st down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
Look at Allen.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he finds Beasley complete.
You got it. You got it.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free,
This game owes me
but a teammate
another
comes along
turnover.
and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to hang on to the ball this time, and in the process picks up the first down.
First down, Bills.
Right here, guys. 51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. They'll buy some time right. And off the deflection, it's caught. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley.
Oh,
And he
how
takes
far
it
can
down to the
Rev drop back
13
in the
and picks
pocket
up
and
the
make these throws?
first.
This is crazy.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be, that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
But he's fucking exhausted.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Allen. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Darnold. Throw left side, complete. It's Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that
clock
window
is so
closed
fucked
quickly.
up in this game. So
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
I got no idea.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
I'm not gonna lie,
And so
I'm pulling
much for
that
the
in
game-winning
time.
2-minute drive. I think that interception
Robert
return
was
there
facing
pretty
that
much seals the
direction
deal.
there,
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the
so
score
he was
that
literally
close,
sprinting the other
defense
direction.
isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well,
That's
and they end
a
up
heck of
picking
a
that one
makeup
off and
there.
sealing the deal for themselves.
Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
It's got nothing to do with it, man.
So
This
they
game
throw the
has
pick
been,
six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
we got about 5 unbelievable
This one
mistakes.
fielded at the 5.
Just, you're not gonna.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They're not gonna come back.
At their own 28-yard line.
Side. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. That's it.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flush to his right. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, wahoo! Focus, defense, focus. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. And 80. Check, crunch. And 80. Crunch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes. That's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Man coverage.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do with the 2-point conversion.
Got about 3 or 4 field goals that are not happening in this game. I'm a fucking bum. I don't know the play clock situation.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen to throw.
Not another fucking
They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Allen eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Going to get overtime for the first game here of the season.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. first down. They'll start out with Singletary. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and he stopped immediately there. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Watch the pass.
First throw of overtime for Allen. He hits Beasley right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run forward with McCoy. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Singletary trying the left side. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Check. At the Jets, 46 yard line. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Silver.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Flushed out right. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds McCoy. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Rev doesn't go for this.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Darnold with his first throw of OT. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A
Field goal
bonus
before
period
half
of
that I
football,
blew
yet
is
both
just,
teams go
I mean,
home
I guess I didn't know
a
the
little
clock
bit
runs off 8
unsatisfied.
seconds every time
So
you could
that will
have
be
line,
it.
so.
And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0 and
That cost me the
1.
game.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0 and 1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1 and 0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yeah, no idea about the runoff on every play there, so. We lose Le'Veon too, so that's solid. I really want to punch myself in the dick. This game is fucked up. Tough drive there at the end. Salvage a tie. I'm dying in my server room.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Alright. So yeah, it took a sack there, which is pretty bad. Darnold fumbled the football there in the red zone. That's another super mega mistake. Just, it's not looking good in here in New York. Although listen, Leafs are back. Playing Madden Week 1 is underway. We're in the books here. What we advance tomorrow night at 8 p.m. to start scheduling their Season 2 games.
Catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet.
Like I say, season or week 2 starts tomorrow, so start scheduling your games. And we're gonna keep plotting away here. Madden 20 is underway in Dev Nation Live. It's I'm up early for work. We'll be back at it got a lot of welcome to the show shit to do. So, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Everyone, thank you for joining me in the stream. Looks like we have a whole bunch of people watching. It's good. Hope everybody likes the new overlay. I'm working on picture-in-picture. Obviously, picture-in-picture screens are small no matter what. Doesn't care if you're watching EASports.com. Let me up, like I say, we'll get everybody at in Discord tomorrow. See what's up. See if we can stir the pot. Great game tonight from Omar and Bugs. I saw that. That's some good shit. A lot of good plays. Couple blowouts. I got hammered, Saturday night? For Max and Mike's things, that was good. I need a fucking shower. Smell like Doritos and icing hot. Yeah, overtime sucks too. I mean, basically, don't even get a possession, whole possession for even one team, more or less, too. So I've only got to the 50-yard line, and we only got 1/4 in, so that fucking blows. We're out here though. We shut it down. You know, the outro's still coming in hot. See what it looks like on the big screen, kid. We're back tomorrow night.